Plug Talk is the best. Only podcast where the host smash the guest. Yeah. Plug Talk is the best. Only podcast where the host smash the guest. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Plug Talk. And before we get into the action, I do just want to suggest that you like and comment on this video, especially on the platform, because we really appreciate it, and we are reading your feedback on every episode. Today I am joined by, of course, my lovely fiance, Lena the Plug. Lena. And then next to us we have somebody who we were very excited to talk to, somebody that we have both on camera and off camera.
We had a lot of fun with you
in the past.
Oh my gosh.
Jane Wilde is in the building. How you doing?
Yay, thanks for having me. I'm doing really good.
Yeah, and we
How
love
about
the
you?
black hair, by the way.
I know. I was
Thank
telling
you.
her. It's amazing.
I feel more like myself when I have dark hair. I've had it for like almost 4 years again now.
I feel like she should keep it. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
What color was it when we first hooked up with you? Maybe
Like blonde.
It was like
blondish,
platinum blonde.
yeah.
I felt like a little girl.
I was thinking about the first time we all this morning, and
Me
I
too.
remember Jane was like, "Hold on, you have to go like really slow. I have like a really small." And I remember being like,
Yes.
I was so new in porn
I
at
know.
that time.
And I remember I was like, never heard anyone say that before.
So fill us in about that, because this was before me and you were even filming content on
Like,
camera with other girls, I think. So
It was really
It
early.
was like the Snapchat days where it was
Yeah.
like basic, like random little POV
Yeah.
videos.
but we didn't even film it, right? You just came over in the middle of the day and let us right?
No, we filmed.
We did?
We did
a little
content.
bit.
We did content. No, we
It
like
was
met at
content, it was
AVN,
content. Yeah.
and then that's when we met. We talked a little bit, and then I think after
oh my
that,
gosh, wait, you totally just reminded me that I was a huge fan of both of you guys, and I was like manifesting because that was my first AVN. I was like, I really want to meet Lena the Plug. And then I had a shoot at the Hard Rock and I got really stoned after. I went down to the lobby and I was walking around and I couldn't find where my tower was. I walked around 2 times and then I saw you guys just walking
I remember you
towards
running,
me.
like, and we're
Yeah.
like, Lena.
And I was just
yeah.
like, wow, it's fate.
And I think you were one of the people that I remember Lena telling me, like, hey, remember that girl that we met like on some fan shit or whatever at the thing? Well, like, check her out now. She's shooting for this company and doing
Yeah.
this, and she's got like a
Like, I
pretty
feel
good
like I
following.
watched your whole come up, and I feel like
Yes.
you were the first person I think that made me realize I was, because like until I went to AVN, I didn't realize that I had like other like cam girls in the industry who were like looking to me, looking up to me, and I don't want to like toot my own horn. I just didn't
No.
know, and I was like, whoa, this is so weird for me. It was really not, because I just knew people who were fans of me like based on just like YouTube stuff, or like they knew me from him. So it was weird, but it's like, yeah, then we hooked up that time, and then we hooked up. She did my first ever. She was there.
Oh.
Wait, that was your first ever?
Ever
On camera or period?
I came in you, and she was what, like just like holding it open and checking it out and stuff.
I mean,
We did. It was a Christmas scene. You were dressed as Santa.
Yes, the Santa.
We were-
thing.
I was all up in there.
Yeah, it was really fun.
And I remember at the time you guys were like, "Oh yeah, we're trying to get pregnant.
So
like,
this is why we
hopefully
can't do
this is
cream
the." And it could have been. And now you
Maybe
guys
that
have like a
was-
baby, and she's like over 1 year old. She's just the cutest little girl ever.
Oh,
like
for
I
sure.
die.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, one thing that I remember from that first time we hooked up was that you had like a really tight and it was kind of like not happening.
I know. I was like, that's not gonna go in. There's no way it's gonna make it. We went and
It
got lube.
happened.
It happened.
Oh yeah, I had my.
She had her
my
hemp lube,
own.
right?
Yeah.
I don't use that shit anymore. I don't like water-based lube, period. Like, I really find that some good frothy spit is just, like, the best.
Yeah.
Or, like, a little silicone, just put it in there. But, you know, it's still tight. My still tight.
But you don't like what at that time was attracting you to the hemp-based lube? You just thought that was the move?
I think I found it at, like, a store, and I used it, and I was just like, this is good. This works for me.
I still remember at that time though that like your was like not able to get my in, and
Because
then
I
you
was
threw some
so-
lube on it, and it was boom, it was in.
It went in.
Hey, it worked.
I was so new in at that time. I didn't even do yet. So I was like, it was like very, very early on for me. And I wasn't even used to taking like that big in my yet. So, but now
I remember just being like, whoa.
now I
she
do
said
it
her
all.
was too small. I was like, what's gonna happen here? I felt like I was like, I don't know. I was much more prude back then.
Not prude anymore.
No, not anymore. And you're not either, miss. I've
No.
seen. I will never forget that video of her with dread.
Oh my gosh. The one with
The one that was your pinned tweet for a while. I feel like I've just marveled
yes,
at
the
it
one with the
so-
Gabe where it was just so big. Even I was like, how am I doing that?
How is it
like, how did
physically
I do
possible?
that?
Let's cover a little bit of the early days before we get into the world's biggest.
Okay.
Okay, so where are you from again? I know we did an interview years
Yeah.
ago, but let's just cover the basics for the people.
I'm from Queens, New York.
Right.
So I lived there my whole life, and then I moved to LA about like 4 years ago.
At what age?
19.
19.
Yeah.
So throughout high school, were you already thinking about the thing?
Not really. Like, I never considered it till after I turned 18, but I was definitely like promiscuous. Not so much caring about like, oh, it has to be like meaningful. I was really just like, I'm horny. I want to get fucked. So whoever is like willing to do that, and I'm into you, obviously, like, let's do it.
Were you an easy or?
No.
No.
I didn't them
Or
until I
orgasm.
was after I was 18. Like, I
okay.
never them
Not
when I
even
was,
like by yourself?
no. I
Oh,
didn't like
wow.
well until I got my Hitachi.
Okay.
Then I was able to do it by myself. But I feel like the first time I actually that I remember was like the first or second time I tried anal, and I was just like, wow, this is like, because he was like playing with my and me in the ass, and I was like, this is just so intense right now. Like,
Was
this
that
is
on set or
amazing.
off camera?
Off camera.
Okay,
That was
good.
the first time I ever tried anal, and it was like a good experience. So that's why I was open to it on camera, and here we are.
When a girl's kind of a slut, I feel like the two options are usually either that they're just left and right, so they're like driven to a lot of because of that, or that they're kind of just attracted to like the experience of like, you know, being around different people. And so like some girls just realize kind of early on, like, oh, my is a passport, like it will get me around a lot of fucking people that will not want to associate with me otherwise.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, I'm not like ever trying to get clout from but I do like having like new experiences and like meeting new people. And then I feel like when you have you're like connecting, not on like a emotional plane necessarily, but just in a different way that
Right.
people normally don't.
I
And
mean,
it's
you could
fun.
work your ass off for 40 years to buy a yacht, or you could just go a guy with
You
a
could
yacht.
Yeah, exactly. And it's fun. It's like, I get that some people might see it as like degrading if you don't value or you think is
Yeah.
like wrong or something, but I enjoy it. So like, I love my life because I work for what I want and I get everything I want, but I also want my work. Like, my
Yeah.
work is fun.
You're
for me.
excited to go to work
Yeah,
every day.
so it's all good. It's
Right.
all fun.
For sure. So who put the bug in your ear of like, oh, maybe you could be a
How did it
where'd that
happen?
idea come from?
Well, basically, I was dealing with this guy who was like kind of shady, and I was starting to realize like, this guy is not going to bring me where I want to go. I need to do this myself. So after I like, you know, parted ways with him, I started realizing I want to be on camera. I want to on camera, so I could do it myself, but I don't have like the proper equipment. I don't have the means. So I was like, I need to start and build my platform, and I need companies to do that. So I had to go with the companies.
Did you just reach out to them, or how did it work?
No, I had to get an agent first. I was like, that's the smartest way to do it. And, you know, I don't have any contacts or anything. That's why it's so funny to me when people reach out and they're like, I don't know how to get into and like, I need your help. I'm like, I didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
I did it all on my own. I reached out to an agent, sent photos, they flew me out.
The
like,
fact that they can't figure it out usually is a
You're
pretty
not
good
gonna
sign that
succeed.
Yeah.
you're not gonna really do this.
you
Like
can't
Yeah.
run your own business.
if
But
you
that is-
really wanted to do this, you would be able to figure it out.
yeah, you'd
That's like a
figure out
number one
way.
email that I feel like girls in the industry get. I get those emails every single day.
Every
They're just like,
day.
you really think I'm your ticket into the industry?
Yeah.
Well, I get hit up by dudes who want
Yeah.
to do it.
Of course, it's mostly dudes.
Dudes,
It's
yeah,
not
it's not really
girls.
girl. It is girls now that it's like a
Yeah.
big thing, and you could, you know, make it yourself or whatever.
Yeah.
But it used to be just guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, they want to be on your level. They're not asking like, Lena, like, you know, how hard did you work? Like, how many hours a day do you bust your ass to fucking, you know, do your show and do your like, they're just like, how do I be famous like you? How do I have 2 million followers? Like, they don't actually want to put the work in, I feel like, or most people don't. They don't even know how much work goes into it. They
Yeah.
think it's like easy.
So once you
Definitely.
actually get in that environment, what was your first shoot like?
My first shoot was a really positive experience. I first shot in Florida for 2 months.
Ooh.
And my first shoot was for a company called Reality Kings.
Okay.
And there was like this big office that you show up at 9, like a big studio, and I got my makeup done, and I wasn't nervous. Like, people ask, were you nervous? I hadn't had sex at that point in 5 months, so
And you weren't nervous?
No, I was
Oh my
horny. I was like
Okay, so
ready
you're
to
okay.
Yeah, I was eager. I was like ready, and I was like, at the end of the day, the only thing that's going to be different is that there's people around and there's a camera. And I was into the fact that there was people. I was like, I'm kind of like an exhibitionist. Like, I want people to like watch me, and maybe
you weren't worried like, what if I'm not into this guy? Like, what if we don't have chemistry?
No, like things like that weren't really on my radar yet. I didn't, because I was so unexperienced. I had nothing to go by.
You have no ability to judge like what a good scene is going to be like versus a not so good scene.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about chemistry at that point. I was more just like, I don't fully remember, but I think I was just very neutral. I was like, let's just go into it. At this point, I have nothing to lose. Like, let's see how it goes. Luckily, the guy I worked with was like a good looking, polite guy that I was like attracted to him.
How long did he drill you out for?
Maybe like 30-40 minutes.
Okay.
Not that long, but
That's long.
It was a good experience. It was a good experience for you?
it was a great experience. Like, my only problem was that I was looking in the camera because it was just so new. I just kept like looking over a little.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, I'm like,
But you do want to look at the camera sometimes, right?
sometimes, yeah.
It
well,
depends on the
in
scene.
Gonzo,
It depends on what the scene is.
Gonzo is when you interact with the camera and you look directly into it and you're acknowledging the presence of the camera.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's like,
That's the
whole
defining
vibe.
factor of Gonzo.
Yeah, and
didn't
usually
know that.
no plot or anything, no act.
It's
I
just
hate
like
plots.
you just.
Yeah, you
That's
just
why
go
we're
into
doing
it.
this, is because I
Yeah.
hate plots so much.
They're
I was like,
I
we're
used to
gonna...
be such a fan of plots. Like, when I would watch porn when I was in my early 20s, like, I needed a fucking story. I was like, where's the real estate agent? And she's selling a house. I need to know what's happening.
Somebody said that to me on a podcast the other day. They're like, what's your favorite intro? I'm
No.
like, none. I have never watched one. I would never ever play through that.
No, it's like, if it's serious, like, sometimes I like when there's like a little tension in the beginning, when they take it seriously. But if it's just kind of like goofy, that doesn't turn
and
me
no one
on
buys it. The
personally.
acting is not that believable.
Yeah, to each their own. Like, obviously some people are into that because those types of stuff is at the top of
They're very popular.
Yeah, like on that stuff gets the most views, but that's because it's like memes, like memes make stuff go viral. So nowadays it's like, if someone can make a meme out of it, it will be viewed a lot, whether they're to it or not.
Yeah.
Right, definitely. What was motivating you to get into the business? Would you say you were just sexually adventurous, or did you see this as a good way to make money, or you want to be famous?
Both, all three. I wanted to be famous. I definitely went into this with like a mentality of all or nothing. Like, I'm not half-assing this. I'm doing this until I feel like I'm successful and I'm happy. I do feel like I'm successful and happy, so that's cool. But I feel like I'll never be like finished. Like, I'm very sexually adventurous, and this is like my outlet, and this is, it's my career. Like, when you build something, it's not just a job, it's like your brand, it's your whole adult life's work. So yeah, that's what drew me to it, is just like building a life for myself and a stable career.
Dope.
Yeah.
It worked out for you. I mean,
Yeah.
thank
Thank
doing
God.
really well.
I'm
It's
like,
been crazy
thank
to
God.
see the transformation
Yeah,
over
the
the
whole
years.
thing.
Thank you. You mean physically or just like
That too.
everything?
Well, it's like, I met you just like at AVN, and now obviously like you're with a really big company, like you're really popular, like
you.
people love you. It's great to see.
When did you? So you did it that one time, and you were out in Florida for a couple months. Like, what was that process like? And did you just keep deciding like, no, this is it? Was there ever a moment where you're like, maybe I don't want to do this?
No, there was never like a full. I mean, I've had some bad days on set where I was like, I never was like considering quitting or stopping. I was just like, like days like this, I can understand why someone would quit.
Really?
But I'm not
Like,
going
was it
to.
physically taxing or like
A
what?
lot. There's certain days. I see is like it's like the universe, and there's like the center, and then there's a lot of like random things that are like floating around the outskirts, and people kind of like wiggle their way in. So there's some shady people that I unfortunately, have had to deal with. But overall, I've had a very positive experience. Like, I never felt like this isn't for me. I always felt like this is what I'm meant to be doing. So everyone has bad days at work, but it's not a bad life.
What is it that makes you think that this is what you're meant to be doing? It's just your personality type. Could you not see yourself when you walk into somebody else's job? You just feel like, no, I could not do this.
Yeah, I do feel like that just because like I love almost everybody that I get to work with. Like everyone in the industry has been, even if they're not like, you know, a good person or whatever, at least we understand each other on the level of like we're not like sexually repressed. Like we're all just like we're sitting here right now acknowledging that like we're all going to have sex, and it's like
it's totally
it's
normal
for fun
to us.
and for work, and it's not like this big crazy thing that some people they're like, oh my god, sex is like, it's a very like important spiritual thing for them, you know. So I appreciate that I can be around a lot of people that just acknowledge that is like, it can be that, but it also can just be like a tool to, you know, be successful, or just a hobby or something for fun or whatever.
Do you feel like is your hobby?
Yeah. Well, it's my job. No, it's not really my hobby anymore. It used to be, but now it's my work. But I still like to do it in my personal life if I can, but I don't that much.
Do you feel like it's made you more or less adventurous sexually being in this career? Like, are you that kind of girl who's like, you know, you're meeting all these people and like they want to off camera that night, so you're going to meet up with, like, has it like pushed you into having more people?
No, not adventurous like in that way.
Okay.
I'm still very like, I'm picky. Like I'm selective because I want to have mostly good experiences. And I feel like if you go with mostly randoms, the chances that it will be bad are like higher,
really high.
because most people are bad at
And are they treating you like, oh, you're Jane Wilde?
Yeah,
you're gonna give me the night of my life, and then you're not gonna get like.
Yeah, well, I don't, in my personal life, I don't want to be treated like that. I just want to be treated like a normal person, because I am like, obviously I'm a performer on camera, but then I'm still, you know, who I really am, who I've always been at the end of the day.
But have you dated outside of the industry, and do you feel that the dudes that you date who are civilians treat you weird, or do you feel fetishized?
So I haven't dated much. I like saw someone for 2 months, like about a year ago. And he was a civilian. He, to his credit, like he never made me feel bad. It was more just like I realized an internalized thing where I was like projecting onto him that, oh, I feel like you feel bad. I feel like you're not okay with it. Even if you're saying you are, I still feel like you're not. So I realized like I just can't really like, well, I don't want to date right now because I'm just very like career driven and focused, and I just like doing my own thing. Like if I want to go someone, I don't want to be like, oh, I have a boyfriend, I can't. Like,
You're just not able to do it.
It's honestly good that you have that attitude, because that
Yeah.
is like the number one thing that fucks girls up once they get in the world,
Yeah,
is that
they're
they just have some guy who wants them to fucking justify every they're gonna suck on
Yeah.
camera or something.
I don't need to justify any dicks that I'm gonna suck because I'm a free woman, and I always have been. Like when I was in high school, like I never really dated. Like guys weren't really interested in me that way, and I used to get really hurt about that and feel like there's something wrong with me. And now I realize like there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just who I am. Like I'm not for everyone, but I am for some people.
Yeah.
So that's all that matters.
Right. So when did you decide that you were gonna start going hard doing the on camera? It's kind of your trademark
I know,
to a
it's
certain
my
extent now,
trademark
right?
at this point.
Especially
Yeah.
being such a small girl, it really stands
Yeah.
out.
That's kind of what gets them going, is the small aspect, I think. But basically like I wasn't planning to do it because my agent at the time was like, he wanted me to do it in this very specific way that a lot of people do, which is like hold off on it for as long as you can and make the interest, you know, grow, and then get a huge payout for it. And I was like all set to do that. Then he was like, oh, I got this opportunity, like this really good company wants you to do it, and blah, blah, blah. I was only 6 months in. So I was like, I guess, like, I'll do it. Because I was still just like very go with the flow. I was like, whatever happens, like, if I don't like it, I just won't do another one. But I ended up really liking it. So I was like, okay, I'll do another
Do
one.
you feel like you took off more once you started doing it?
Oh, yeah. I have no idea where I would be. Like,
If
I'm
you
sure
didn't.
I would still be successful, but nowhere near the level that I am if I didn't do So it's just a testament that everyone has like a different path. Like doing it early and doing it a lot for me, like really just helped my career a lot.
Let me ask you, are you a gifted performer? Do you feel like you have the gift?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the gift is, I do.
never,
The
yeah.
gift.
I never I don't know it, but like some girls, it's hard to get the in there.
Yeah.
Some girls, you put your in there, you're like,
No.
oh yeah, she was born to do this.
You can open it up. It's like,
Yeah,
you
well,
know.
for me, it's like,
But some girls, it will never fully open.
yeah,
up.
some girls like, well, I'll put a in there and it literally feels like a vacuum
pinching,
seal.
yeah.
And it's almost, it's like not comfortable to where it's like, I don't know how a guy would even like feel okay you. For me, it's like I'm very open. So I like and my body just like relaxes when I do. So it just works. It always has. Like even with the really big ones, like you just have to take your time and like just kind of like go slow with putting it in, but I guess you could call it gifted because it's just always worked for me and I've never not been good at it.
You do have a gift then. How much do you think you're shooting a month? Like, because you probably do you mostly get booked for that?
I wouldn't say mostly. Like it's a good mix. I do a lot of like lesbian too, and a good mix of like regular boy girl. I would say this month has been super crazy with the like so far I've done it's the 18th. I've done like 5 or 6 so far this month, and I have one more, and then yeah, probably like not too many, like a couple per month.
It doesn't feel
but
like too much for you.
no, it doesn't. This month it was like not too much, but it was getting to the point that I was like, okay, I need a break.
Is it nothing to you at this point? Like, is it, everybody acts like it's such a big deal. At a certain point, does it just become like whatever?
It's just a routine. Like I know how my body works. I know how to prepare for it. So I just like stop eating the night before, and then in the morning I just do my little enema, and then I'm all good. And then it just goes in.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to stop eating. I'm
Yeah.
not willing to do an
I
enema.
get
That's
it.
gonna be tough for me.
For
yeah.
me, that's the hardest part. Like the actual going in is fairly easy, but the starving, because like I love food.
Yeah.
And I don't like depriving myself, but it's like it's good for like self-discipline.
But that dread that she was talking about,
Yeah.
that's probably, like 3 of my taped together, like from all different angles. Like what was it like in that thing?
Oh my god.
It's pretty big, and
was that your first huge one?
my first really big one, yes. And to this day, it's the biggest. When I did it, which at this point it was almost 4 years ago now, probably like 3.5 years, and I was just on like an high because I'd done like 5 good scenes at that point,
Right.
and I loved all
Wait,
of them.
that was your 6th one? That was like really
It was
early?
it was my first 10,
wow.
yeah. And the director, he was like, oh, I want to book you. I said, oh, can we do anal? And he said, whatever you want. He was probably so stoked.
Yeah.
And yeah, I did it. At that time, like the only girls that had done anal with Dread was like the superstars of the industry, like Riley, Abella. Now I feel like every girl and their mom can do anal with Dread. Like I'm so proud of everyone for like trying it.
Oh
The
my
Dread
God.
challenge. Girls do
so
it.
proud of you.
I'm proud. But yeah, it's like and I've done it now several times with him, and every time I do, it's like that first initial, putting it, I'm always like, what did I get myself into? Like
Right.
I'm right now. It always works, but it's like it's a little tough.
My ass hurts right now.
Yeah, it's the only
the
one
fans love it though, right?
they love it. That's
course.
why I do it. I
Right.
do it for them.
Wow, that's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
How much are you enjoying it when you're actually on set?
I enjoy it. Like once it's like I don't enjoy like the initial like stretching part because that's a little painful, but once it's like it's like very, very intense.
And if
but
you're
very
like
good.
prepped enough, I feel like you're
Yes.
like horny, you're like really ready.
Yes.
Then it's like that pain feels just like a little less. You have like the endorphins and everything. I feel
Yes,
like.
and part of like fully relaxing, which is like it's imperative
Yeah.
that you are just like completely like your body's like limp basically.
Yeah. If you clench,
if
it's
you
all
clench
over.
it's over. Is for me just knowing that like I'm completely cleaned out and empty, like there's no chance I'm gonna shit on this dude's
God, what a nightmare.
and then I just feel so much like better about it. I'm like, let's do this.
It's like a car crash. You just gotta stay loose.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that a thing?
It's like a car crash.
I think
in
I've
a
said that
car
on here
crash.
before, but it's like when drunk people get in car accidents, they fucking survive because their body's loose.
Oh my
and a lot of
God.
times when sober people get in the same types of car
They
accidents,
tense up.
they survive less because they get really tense. Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Or at least that's what I heard.
I've never
Somebody
heard
told me
of
that on the playground one time or something. I don't know. You got any fetishes? Like, what's the weird shit you're
Oh my
into?
gosh, my fetishes. I don't know if I'm not into anything like particularly weird, but I've started to realize like I don't have a foot fetish. Like I don't care for other people's feet, but I like having my feet like worshipped. I don't know if that's a fetish. I think everyone.
Oh, it's a fetish.
Okay, I like having my feet worshipped.
I mean, it's kind of like if you like foot massages when you're getting a pedicure, then you might just like when someone touches your foot.
Yeah, or when someone goes like further
Yeah.
and they put, your feet in their mouth and they're kind of just like doing all the things. It's like eating but with feet basically.
There's just
like
so many little
crevices,
nerve endings over there.
yeah.
I think it feels great too.
I
I'm
like
totally on
that.
board with that.
I'm always trying
Yeah.
to suck her toes. Seems like she has a hard time taking me seriously when
Let
I
Adam
actually am
suck your
doing it.
toes.
He took my foot in bed the other day, lifted up. He's like up here and he's holding it and he's just about to put his mouth on it and he goes, "Did you walk outside barefoot
Oh
today?"
my god.
Just straight up asked
Were
me,
they
and I'm
dirty?
like, if you're gonna fucking put my foot in your mouth, just put it in your
You
mouth.
No,
don't
she-
take it
ask
dirt and
me.
all.
She had sand and cat litter embedded in her foot.
Mind you, I had taken a shower 10 minutes before and he was right there. He's like, "I took it just got out of the shower. Did you not see me?"
Oh my god, you just have perpetually dirty feet.
We did stop and laugh in bed for like 10 minutes.
Oh
we
my
honestly thought it was really funny.
That was funny.
That's
But
fun.
I mean, it is a weird thing when you come home from work and you haven't seen her for 10 hours and you're in your head, it's like, how clean is she? Like, how nasty do I want to get? Was she walking around cleaning up dog shit? Because
I
that
have
kind
never
of.
turned you down for smelling bad.
Well, that's nice.
And
Thank
you smell pretty fucking bad sometimes.
I will turn you down if you smell bad. If you hadn't showered in 2 days, then
Double
I'm.
course.
standards.
It's
Yeah.
definitely a double standard.
Turning this way towards Jane.
Oh
I'm
my
mad
God.
at you.
Who's pissed? Let me ask you
Yeah.
this. Here's a question.
Okay.
I've noticed over the years that you've stayed mostly natural. No,
Yeah.
no breast implants.
No.
The butt seems natural. You ever mess around
Yeah,
with that?
no, nothing, and I won't.
Okay. What is that? Like, what you think that's your aura, your look that you want to stay true to?
Yeah, it's like this is what my fans know me as, and I don't want to like spin their heads around or whatever. And also, I like my body. I'm finally like comfortable in my body. It's been a long journey and it's a daily struggle. But I'm happy with how I look for the most part, and I don't know if breast implants would like look good on my small frame. I just don't want to fuck with my tits. Like I'm scared of my nipples getting fucked up. That's what really scares me the most. Is
Like
my-
losing sensitivity.
No, like them being cockeyed or whatever. Like I don't want them to be like
Doing their own thing.
yeah.
I've
Like,
seen your
looking
boobs,
That's
and I know
scary.
a lot about breast implants at this point.
Yeah.
I think that if they put
would
implants in
go
your boobs,
under.
they would look totally normal because you already have normal looking boobs.
Thank
but
you.
I
It's
think
not
you
totally
look great,
flat.
and I don't think you need anything done.
Thank you. And yeah,
Surgeon Lena over here.
with the butt, I've been tempted so many times because people are like, oh, cool sculpting or whatever the case is. Just like there's these little non-invasive procedures, but I don't trust it. Like I just don't trust it. I don't want to
I
fuck
know
with my body.
all those botched stories. I feel like have gotten in our heads over the
Yeah,
years.
I just saw something like this really big supermodel.
I just saw that one too,
Okay,
yeah.
that's like if I ever was gonna try cool sculpting, now I never will.
Oh,
It's
I
just
saw that
not
one
worth the
too, yeah.
risk. It's fucked.
Okay. My question also is: you've done.
Yes.
Have you done the D's and have you done the have you done have you done all this crazy shit?
She's getting so excited.
Yeah, I'm like
Really?
I've done. I love.
Really?
I've done one. That was for my showcase, which a showcase in is when they make a whole movie and you're in every scene. It's about you.
So it's a bunch of different shoot days.
Yes.
Nice.
It was 4 different days. So I did a never done a yet. I'm kind of holding off on that because if I do it, I want it to be like really perfect, and I don't know if that can happen yet. So I'll wait. It's a waiting game.
What are you waiting for? Like figuring out who the right guys would
The
be?
right guys, the right company, like the right, scenario. And I just feel like I'm so young. Like I'm only 23. I've been in 4 years. I've done almost
I can't believe
everything.
you're 23.
I can't either.
That means we
honestly.
definitely when you were 19.
Yeah, I was 19. I was.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with
I was
it.
26. I was a wee baby.
But you're a wee baby. We
I
all
was
were.
33. No big deal.
But yeah,
We love old men here.
yeah, we do.
Somebody's got to
but-
keep everything in line, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you were doing something like the Like
Yes.
when you're doing these really filthy things on camera, how do you feel? How into it do you get? Like, what's going through your head? Are you just getting through a day at work, or are you hyped to be sucking 8 in a row?
Oh, I am so hyped to be sucking 8. I feel like you can't go into a not being hyped, and if you are, then you need to like reevaluate
Yeah,
your
you need
life.
to not.
You should never do a if you're not into the idea of sucking 8 because like I feel like you would hate it
Yeah.
if you don't want to suck.
It was stressful if you're not really like,
it
into
was stressful, and I was into it, and even afterwards, like I felt like I got hit by a truck.
Really?
I was like, my throat hurts right now because this was like a nasty. It was for this company, Evil Angel, which is like a very nasty, dirty,
rough
spit,
everything.
face
yes,
gagging,
everything,
right.
dirty talk, filthy, and they were pouring like, do you guys know Spunk lube?
Okay.
It's like lube that looks like, so they're like pouring that down my throat, which is not safe, and then I would the dicks and it would like explode.
Wait, what? I've
basically.
never heard of it.
They're
was
making
pretty...
you drink the lube. What the fuck?
Yeah, so I mean, it wasn't supposed to like go directly down my throat. It wasn't like a smoothie,
But it tastes bad.
but it was like going in my mouth, like being poured everywhere. So I did swallow a good amount of it, and I felt bad after.
They don't use that kind of stuff in every scene.
No, it's specific with this one director, Johnny Darko, who he did my showcase.
Wow.
That guy.
What were you thinking in the car driving home from the?
Well, I went with one of my friends at the time who was in the and we went to eat Korean barbecue after.
So one of the guys was just your homie?
He was my homie, yeah. I wanted him in the movie.
Wow.
And so after we went to eat Korean barbecue, you know, where you like make the meat yourself, and it was just, it was good. It smelled good, but then I just did not feel well.
Too much meat.
So I was like, I need to go outside for a second, and I thought I was going to throw up. I didn't, thankfully.
Slight sidebar in the conversation. I just want to say, and then Korean barbecue sounds way better than Korean barbecue and then
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because I used to kick it with this Korean girl, and she like warned me one time because she went to Korean barbecue. She's like, I'm going to go home and shower before I come see you. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just come over after. She's like, Korean barbecue makes you fucking stink. And I didn't believe her. I'm like, no, just come over.
Like stink
she came
bad
over,
or just
she
like
stunk.
meat?
No, yeah. Because, I mean, you're cooking that food right in front of you. The flavor is just baking into your hair and everything.
She was nice that she was going to go home and shower for you.
Yeah.
That was really nice of her.
But I told her not to, and she came over, and I mean, I did her and everything, but I definitely remember thinking like, holy shit, this guy gross. You smell like fucking
It's like keeping
kimchi
takeout
and
in
beef.
your house.
And,
Yeah.
Just
shit. In general, like eating after is always better
I know.
because you're just like
I'm always worried that I'm
relaxed,
gonna like
throw
gag
up,
something
yeah.
up.
we always think we're gonna have a crazy night, and then we order steaks, and it's like, nope, sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
Literally
doesn't work.
Definitely. What? So, do you have anything that you want to accomplish before you hang up your hat in the game? Like, what do you see as? You're big on right?
I would say I do well.
But you shoot so much with all these other companies that isn't your focus, I'm guessing.
It's my focus, but I don't know. I couldn't say like what's my main priority because obviously when I go to set, I give 110% always, no matter how many times I get booked in a month, whether it's like 2 or 12 or whatever. But then on months when I am shooting 2 scenes, then I'll book more content and do more, but it's all just like month by month, but it's a priority for sure. As far as like what I want to accomplish, I definitely want to win Performer of the Year for AVN. That's like, like I said, when I got in, my goal was to be like a big famous and all of my favorite have won Performer of the Year. Like, in my opinion, the most iconic performers have. So it's just something that, like, personally, it would really signify, like, that I made it. Like, okay, I can do whatever I want now.
Do you think what's going to get you there? Is it going to be quantity, or is it going to be just shooting like a couple of really epic scenes?
It's a little bit of everything. It helps if you have a showcase that year, or if you're in like, a big feature movie and you really just get to show like your versatility. I think versatility is the most important thing for winning that award, and just showing that you are the performer. Like, you can do any type of scene for any company, acting, like hardcore, whatever it is, like, and you just kill it every time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nothing but respect for my president.
Let's hope one day.
For sure. Okay, Lena, any additional questions that you want to ask her?
No, but I think I'm gonna go watch that later.
Oh my God.
Might have to
Nuts.
check that out. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, Jane, as long as you're here.
Yeah.
It's been a few years.
Yes.
It has been a couple years. 2019 December. I remember.
I remember too.
everything.
My
My
hair was
dates.
so short at that time. I feel like I had a mini glow up.
And we were
since
in Christmas
then.
attire, so we'll have to redo it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it sounds amazing. I would like to you without a Santa suit on.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Woo.